In this video, I'll show you how to set up your mobile authenticator OTP on Amazon. It only takes 2 minutes and doesn't really require any technical skills. If you stick until the end of the video, I'll share with you some additional tips on how I secure my own Amazon seller account. What's up guys, and welcome to another video. And if you're new to the channel, we talk here everything about Amazon FBA. Then if it's something that you would like to learn more, make sure you subscribe and like this video. And all links for everything we are going to mention in this video will be down below in the description box. Okay, so in today's day and age, there are a lot of privacy issues. We all know that. We need to be aware of, from identity theft to hacking attacks. And as an Amazon seller, it's very crucial to protect our data on Seller Central. One effective way to do it that Amazon helps us to protect our account is through the OTP code. And OTP on Amazon and on Google, Facebook means one-time password, which is a special code that can only be used once and quickly expires. It's part of the two-step verification process. First step is the basic login credentials, your email and password. Then on top of that, you have a second layer, and this layer usually will trigger if you're using a new computer or you log in from a place that you usually don't log in from, which is the second step is the OTP that's sent to you by Amazon to input into the website login or app, depends how you log in. What we will explain here is how to set up the Amazon OTP code, the scenarios in which Amazon will request for an OTP from both sellers and customers, and I will even walk you through all options to set up OTP for your Amazon account. Okay, right, so let's give a little again overview of what is OTP. Both sellers and customers on Amazon have sensitive information, private information within their accounts that needs to be protected. With so many passwords for so many websites that we use, it increasingly gets easier for them to get into the wrong hands. We all know about data breaches, and when you use the same password on like a fishy website, you know, those websites, if they get hacked, could and fall to the wrong hand, could be used against you to log in on, you know, different websites where you use the same password. That's why I always recommend make sure that you have different websites or different password on different websites. For each website you're gonna set up a new unique password. I like to come up with a random generated password that is very hard to remember or use. I can make a different video just about that, but you know, with so many passwords for so many websites that we use, it increasingly gets easier for them to get into the wrong hands. Amazon wants to make sure that only an authorized person gets access to your account, hence sending a 6-digit numeric OTP code to an account owner that is only valid for a few minutes. And I heard about stories that people hacked into their Amazon seller accounts, changed the wire transfer details, and these reimbursements that you would get from Amazon every 2 weeks would go to their account. So you have to make sure that you set up this no matter what. It's super important. And again, I'll share with you some other tips on how you can really protect your account on top of the OTP code later. So when does Amazon request an OTP? Upon login to an account, both sellers and customers. Sometimes when customers receive a package that has high value, sellers withdrawing earnings, like if you try to change specific settings, sometimes they will pop up this login even if you're logged in. Sellers reporting items sold and tracking their inventory. How does Amazon send an OTP? So they have a couple of ways to send them. My favorite one is through Authenticator app. I use Authenticator by LastPass because I also use LastPass and they're pretty good. You can use Google Authenticator, and there are so many apps out there. One common way is to get it through message. So if you didn't set up an Authenticator app, you can get it to your phone. Why I don't like this method? Because sometimes I travel overseas and I don't have access to my cell phone. I mean, I still have my cell phone with me, but obviously my carrier is not receiving text messages on that country, so I don't have access to the OTP code. So that's why I like Authenticator, so whenever I have access to Wi-Fi, I can use it. Call from Amazon on cell phone, email, Authenticator app. How to set up the two-step verification and the OTP. So it's very simple. These instructions, by the way, are for customers. So you visit the login and security page on Amazon. Next, go to the two-step verification settings. Click edit. Choose where you would like to authenticate your account, text or call, Authenticator app. Follow the instructions. If you choose an authenticator app on your cell phone, I recommend Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator or LastPass. Make sure you provide Amazon your active phone number or email address that you have direct access to, because that might serve as a backup option. So sometimes when you don't have access to your cell phone, you can use the authenticator, and when you don't have access to your authenticator, you can use your cell phone. So it's a really powerful way. What to do when, so let me show you how to do it from the seller account perspective. So first thing you need to do is to, let me just minimize this. So you want to go here to settings and to account info. Under account info, you want to go here to login settings, and you want to make sure you added this section. So two-step verification, 2SV, which is two-step verification they call it, or OTP settings. For extra security, require one time password at sign in. So let's click edit, and now it will ask us for the OTP. Now I record this video from my phone, so I don't have access to the authenticator app right now. Let's see if I have other options. So they can either text it to me or do it like that. So let me just get it like that, and I use my authenticator app for now. So let's click on send OTP, and let me put the OTP. I will pause this video for a second. Okay, so I was able to log in and show you what we see here. So we have the two-step verification. Right now it's enabled, but you can disable it. Preferred method. So right now for me it's the authenticator app. You can change it, and I do have a backup method. I can also add another backup method, if I'm not wrong, that will be an email. So devices that suppress OTP. You might suppress future OTP challenges by selecting don't require OTP on the browser, as long as the OTP suppression cookie is present. A sign in, so what does it mean? It means that, you know, you don't want to have the OTP or the 2SV, how they call it here, too frequently. It's kind of annoying. If you use your computer, you want to log in one OTP code, and that it will not ask you every time to do that. And what Amazon do is, once you actually check that box when you log in, they will not ask you on that browser as long as you have the cookies saved. So if your cookies has been deleted or they are not really saved, then it will ask you again. And that's good, because again, when you work on a specific computer all the time and you used to work with it on Seller Central, you don't want to enter it every time. It will ask you only if you log in with a different browser, from a computer that you're not usually logging in from, or from different IPs. So that's when it actually helps you to protect from other people that have your password, but you know, got it without your permission and trying to log in and do some bad things. So it's another layer of security. On top of that, I'll show with you what are the extra steps that I'm really taking to make sure that I kind of keep my account secured. But before we do that, what to do when OTP does not work. So let's say you don't have access to your OTP. I had cases when my OTP authenticator app got deleted, or I got a new phone and it wasn't there, so that was a big mess. So I hope that's not gonna be your case. I like to always do backups on those apps. You have a backup option, but you may be accidentally inputting the wrong code. If you can access your account from the device you regularly use your account with, recover your account by providing a scan or photo. That's really the last case scenario where you have to, you can't really do it, don't have access to text, it's kind of blocking you. So you have to really recover your account by providing a scanned or a photo of your government issued identity document from the following sample documents: a state issued driver's license, probably a passport, state ID, a voter registration card. Make sure you provide clear and accurate information, because it can take up to 2 days to recover an account. I don't really want you to get there. You know Amazon, how strict they are, and if you're missing one single letter, they can give you troubles. So let me give you some of my tips, okay? So tip number 1, make sure that you don't log in on public spaces. And that's a mistake that I did when I go to a lot of Amazon, not to a lot, but I go to some Amazon conferences and events, and sometimes you have a Wi-Fi and you just log into your Seller Central. Don't do that. And if you log in through a Wi-Fi, make sure you use a VPN. That way it will keep you protected. You're not using the same IP as other 20 sellers using, and it might block you. So I wouldn't really do it. Today Amazon, they're good with it and they can recognize it, but you don't want to have this one times glitches where they block all many accounts because they logged in from the same place. Make sure you use OTP authenticator when traveling. It's super convenient. So that's what I said earlier. Yes, so this is the end of the video. I hope it helped you. I want you to share with me here in the comments, are you using OTP already or not? And if not, why? Just share with me which option you're using. Are you using authenticator or using text message? What is your favorite method? Or any other comments that come to your mind, like feedback or video that you want me to make. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Now please, my friends, do me a favor and share this video with other people that might benefit from this video. It will help me grow the channel and I will really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.